I accidentally mentioned it too. Like it slipped out.
But P. Diddy.
Yeah, because she has spoke on Diddy before. You know what I mean? This is not the first time.
Diddy.
You went to one of his parties.
Yeah. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too
crazy.
It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be real vague about it. But that party traumatized me.
How'd you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, you know, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as the producer.
When you say a prince, prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you.
Listen very closely, guys. If you're in here, just pay very close attention. I already seen this, but I want you guys to hear it for yourself. Just pay very close attention to what she says from here on out.
Tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew that we were gonna go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber.
Oh, she got the footage of pulling up to the Diddy crib.
And me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, you know, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him, da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's...
Yeah, we know about this. Y'all remember this video right here? This is what happens when you gonna link up with Diddy. I showed you guys before. This video right here. Where is it? Where is the video? Is this video right here? Look. Diddy made sure. They say Jay-Z and Diddy. Jay-Z wasn't here, by the way. This is just Diddy, bro. This is French Montana here with the pink too. He even takes French Montana's phone. Look at Young Miami right here.
Excuse me, I need the phones, guys. I need the phones.
Yeah.
I need the phones.
Yeah, Diddy don't pay that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So when she says that, yo, they take their phones, the reason why they take their phones is because the things that you see in there can't ever come out to the public.
He can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, We arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap.
Yeah, I hear this. Listen to what she just said, bro. This is crazy.
They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of
they put it in a bubble case. So they let you keep your phone, but it's in a case where it's locked and you can't open it.
Taking any type of pictures is...
That's kind of smart, right? Because you're really not taking their phone, right? You're not taking their phone. You're just locking it. Which is kind of it's the same thing, but I'm just saying, like, you're not physically taking it.
If we get in the photo booth, he has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too. Like,
you gotta take pictures before you walk into the Love Mansion.
Of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the.
Nah, this is one of Diddy kids are going to jail, man. And don't be surprised if both of them, Justin Combs and King Combs, because they were around the ish.
House and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like, I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand.
The drinks got the stuff in it, allegedly.
So one of the sons seen me walking. Mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me?
Oh,
or her?
Nah.
And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So
imagine you getting invited to a party, right? And when you get there, you still don't know if you're gonna get in. You gotta get selected. And Diddy had his son out at the door selecting the shorties that were being able to walk in to the alleged freak-offs.
I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. I'm a good, loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really... I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about, like, me, my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say.
Nah, him and the Prince? Holy.
So that we could see, and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's
That is Diddy activities, though. Diddy does that shit. There's bad videos of Diddy actually. I believe this shit. You see, this doesn't sound like the Jaguars right stuff, where it's like, This actually sounds like this is some real Diddy freak off activities in action. You know what I'm saying?
Regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, you know.
Nah.
I seen was telling me about the prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same, da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people... you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like, I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
What? Nah, bro, you see this part right here, I ain't never really
doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner.
Nah, so the freak offs were a different type of freak off. Alright, so this even, because I don't remember hearing this part. The freak offs, I thought it was just Diddy having his shorty there, calling other dudes to pipe his shorty out while he slaps off his meat. But this type of freak off is like, nah, this is just like a party or everybody getting freaky in the same room type things. Oh, hell. So you telling me that there were different things going down in this, and Diddy had cameras in every room and every...
I'm just gonna...
Oh yeah, this is gonna get more interesting. This is why... I'm gonna tell you guys one thing right now. Diddy is in jail right now, and he still doesn't know the evidence that the feds have against him. And I believe that the feds don't even want to release some of this, and they're trying to hold on to this information, because if we find out the people that were involved in these freak offs, bro, it's gonna break the internet. And let's be honest, we could go back and look at Diddy's parties. Everybody was there. Everybody used to go to Diddy's party. Every celebrity you could think of was at Diddy's party. You know what I'm saying? If you was an upcoming artist, you was at Diddy's party. Even if you wasn't somebody that's popping, look at Shorty right here. She was just like somebody, obviously she's a girl. That's how she got in, right? If it was a dude, he probably wouldn't be able to get in there. But obviously her being a girl, you know, she's a pretty girl. Boom, she got in there.
Say, because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there.
Holy.
But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like... But then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, you know, walking through the house like with his eyes on me. Like, you know, like, is this, you know, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her like, oh my God.
That's probably not even the main freak off. Yo, listen, this freak off that she was seeing, that's the light freak off. You feel me? That's what everybody just, Diddy was looking at her kind of like trying to see like, yo, check the temperature. Like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, you down for the freaky ishy? Or she wasn't down with that. Because if you down for the freaky icky, that's when Diddy takes you to the other freak off room and it really gets crazy. You know what I'm saying?
God, bitch. Like, this is, oh my God, she like for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, you know? So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out, and then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. Oh. So now I feel like, you know, they plotting on me like, did you?
Oh, so the prince brings the shorties to Diddy's house and tells Diddy, you choose which one you want. And I guess this is how the prince makes his money. How much was Diddy paying the prince to bring these girls over is what I want to know.
Bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, you know, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together like, the prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was gonna get sick.
He probably was already sending Diddy pictures of her like, yo, this is like, that's probably what the prince's job was, right? He would probably link up with all these girls that he thought that were what Diddy wanted, right? And then he would bring them to Diddy, you know what I mean? And make a bag off of it. Sexually trafficking these hoes, man.
You know, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the prince. That's another story. From the prince, from that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course, but like I had to like catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location, and then I ended up going to the airport, and I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled. First, I'm getting lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami, or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see, and I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like, they want to see what you allow, what you cool with, and then next thing you know, boom, take that drink, you're drugged. Take that, you're out of it. Take that pill, because everybody was off something. But you had to be being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but in the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, like, it was more people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what I need to see. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, sir. Because it was like selling your soul at that house. And if you like that, it's nothing to you. But if you're not like that, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And then it's like, at first, I used to think P. Diddy was like, so he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like, he's all about No, he all about sex, himself. And I know sex because I've dealt with men, Mark. So I know when somebody is trying to lead you on to stuff and sitting back acting like he just this macho man. And he is a charmer, though. That's one thing. Like, he will charm the fuck out of you. But for me, that's so game tight. I'm like, I know what this is. And I'm ready to get to the music. Like, if that's the case, you should have been like, don't tell me you about to change my life and da-da-da. And, oh, have you been writing? Oh, that's another thing, too. He was like, have you been writing the songs that I seen been telling you to write? Because the Prince wanted me to write out all the songs I ever made in my life. I said, without the beat? He's like, yeah, just start writing songs. So you never know. They'll take my music, drug me, fuck me, do whatever, and just throw me away, basically. Or after you have something on me, when we do the music, you have that on me that this happened, and now I'm blackmailed or some shit like that. So touching all on me at that party, even the rapper who touched all on me, like, that rapper was cool. Like, I was liking that rapper. But when they were like, hey, you, and doing all that, what can I do? All I could do is just say, like, move his hand like, oh, I'm fine, but, you know, trying to, like, still be cool. But I'm like, why do everybody feel comfortable to just touch on you? Even P. Diddy, like...
Because you had a freak off. You feel me? That's what everybody doing. That's why you were selected to go in there, shorty, because that's it. Is once you pass them doors and you get them white shoes, it's freak-a-deek time.
Why I look up and you're right there, and then, like, in my face, like, are you, like, in my house? Like, it's weird. Like, looking at him, it's like when you're a kid and you're getting in trouble by your parent and you can't look them in their face. And it's like a demon. I'm telling you, like, this dark spirit, like, he possessing you as he's looking at you. That power, that control. So I'm like, I read The Art of Seduction, motherfucker. I know what you're doing, and you're trying to really seduce me right now. And, oh, take a drink. Oh, no, do this, do that. Go in there. Like, it's just not nothing. And I want to know, why me go in the house and why not the girl? So now you're picking and choosing. So it's fishy to me. So when all this stuff started coming out, I was like, I knew I was right. I knew it. Like, it ain't no doubt about that. P. Diddy was doing all that. And like I say, I don't judge because I've been around people doing cocaine. But these hard drugs that they was doing and just... I ain't gonna lie, it was orgies and stuff going on. So all of this stuff going on, I'm like, why is people doing stuff all in the open? Like, that's just offending me and assaulting me, period, because where am I at? I didn't sign up for this. And how can I really get out? So I had to, like, ease my way on out. You know, it's security, but they not caring about what happens as long as that phone is closed. They damn near don't care if somebody died up in there. Ain't nobody can film it.
And there were famous people or not?
It was a whole bunch of famous people.
Yeah.
Like 4 famous people and then some Instagram models. And the whole time he just was like trying to undress me with his eyes. And I was thinking like, this is really no cap. Because at that time, you know, I always been skinny. So at that time, the son who came up to me, I was like, boy, is it because I resemble your mom? Like, you know, like Kim Porter, like stuff like that. Like, you just never know. Like, I feel like, you know, P. Diddy does have a type. I feel like everybody that was in that house, it was a certain type of person. It was a certain type of something that he wanted and what he liked.
I wonder which Diddy son is this that was out here choosing the hoes for Diddy.
Like, and you could just
freak offs. I'm telling y'all, man. There's more people going to jail, man. And I see one, if not both, of Diddy kids. And y'all remember what Lil Roz said in his lawsuit. Supposedly, King Combs allegedly sexually assaulted a girl in the studio, and he's got audio recording of it.
So, like,
they're going to jail, bro.
Whatever he wants. That's why he has no problem touching on you, being all in your face, popping up on you, being obnoxious, and just hounding you until you do what he say. And that's just how the industry is already, especially him, because he got a lot of money, you know?
Because you're a singer as well, right?
Yeah, so they probably like, do you want this opportunity or what? And I'm like, not that damn bad, but I do want it. I do. But if I already got a bad vibe and I'm seeing stuff that you're into, I already know how this is going to be. So I don't want to, like, you know, ignore some red flags and then I'll be in trouble because of you. like literally in trouble. Like we know his past, like Shine, the rapper, you know, being in jail because of him. Like, don't think just because I'm from where I'm from, you could just do anything. And that's why I never really said nothing about it, because I just feel like, who am I? You know, he got money, like ain't nobody gonna believe me. But I have all the receipts. I have it all in my Snap to this day. It never went nowhere. That was just my experience just being in Miami for the first time. I didn't know that I was going to end up at P. Diddy's house.
Did you take photos outside the house?
When I got my phone back, yeah.
Videos or something?
I took videos when I was going to the house before I knew this was some weird shit. And then when I got my phone, I ended up, recording. And then I had the shoes on.
Oh, you had the shoes?
I left with the shoes on because I don't know where I put my shoes at when I put those on. And it was a lot going on. It was real
she
loud.
left her shoes and everything.
So, I don't know. It just tripped me out. And I was like, is he gay? You know, like, and nothing against gays. I couldn't put my finger. I was like, what is this dude into? But his house, his free.
Damn, yo, these people got some crazy background noise. Yo, soft white underbelly, bro. You gotta get yourself like a soundproof room or something. You got a whole bunch of action in the background.
Because, no, not like that. You know I'm gonna make everything into a joke, but this is a real serious situation because it'll traumatize you. Because now I ain't trusting no producer. I look at everybody like, if I went to the top of the top and I've been looking at him like this top-notch mogul and like whatever. But child, it's a lot. But it's some stuff, you know, that I did leave out because I don't want to say too much. But because I told you there was some celebrities in there. But for these girls that did get drugged and did take these drinks, I feel like it's because everybody was all having fun. You know, you wouldn't think that somebody would do something like that to you until you get to seeing everything. And once you're intoxicated, it's too late. It's just too late. So that's why you gotta watch what drinks you take. And they was just pushing them on us too much. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink. And I'm like, no. Because I was already, you know, sipping a little bit at Club Live. So I wanted to, like, mind you, I'm thinking like, he gonna ask me to sing in a minute. I don't wanna be toe up, you know? Until I put two and two together, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you got out and survived.
Yep, I'm always surviving. This is no joke.
You're
like,
a survivor.
For real. And it's like, I'm still going through stuff. You know, you don't survive being traumatized. And these things do traumatize you because it's like, dang, I can't never get around this. Like, it always end up to this, sex. Or some creep shit, or somebody taking advantage of you or something, or feeling all on you and you can't do nothing because...
You thought the streets were dangerous.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. But, yeah. So I just want to see, like, you know, what's going to happen, because I know a lot of people was... He went to trial today. And I didn't even know.
It's going to be in the news for a while, I think.
It's going to be in the news, and a lot of stuff is going to come out. So... Don't be saying I'm lying, because I wasn't lying.
This is all alleged, but
right.
Sounds like it's pretty consistent with things that are in the news.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And you did say this, like 2 years ago.
Exactly. And I told you I got sex trafficking vibes from it. Remember? I was like, he was trying to sell us. The Prince to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Which one do you want? Which one? I want that one.
What does it feel like to be peddled off like that to somebody powerful? It's
scary. It's scary because what could happen, but it's like, come on, you know, I'm honored to be
chosen,
period. But I don't want to be.
Shorty thought that they cared about her singing. Shorty, they did not give two-ish about new singing, you rapping. Diddy just wanted to get freaky. And the only reason why you got in there goes back to the same thing, is because you're a woman, your beauty. That's what got you in there. And I ain't gonna lie, she used to look way better than she does look now. Like, I don't know, man. Like, now she looks a little bit more like a rapper. You know what I mean? Before, she didn't look like a rapper. Before, she looked kind of like a model type thing. So, I mean, Wait, I think she shows herself like in that video in the beginning. There was a video where she recorded, I think. There it goes. Like, look at Shorty before, yo. You feel me?
And
like, I don't know if it was her hair or maybe I don't know what it was, but Shorty used to look kind of like a little better before. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? That's why she got in there. That's why she got in there. It would have been a dude, the nigga would have never got in there.